Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be picking out my March Fictionary TBR. Now, February's Fictionary, I mean, I read books in February. I read a fairly decent amount of books in February, but I did not really read anything from my TBR. I don't know, did I? You'll have to watch my wrap up to see, but I'm hoping that in March I can at least read one or two off of this TBR. I do always say this is just for fun, this is just guidelines, and if I read anything different, that's fine. Reading is fun, I don't want to hold myself to any rules, it's just good fun to work out this TBR and give me a little bit of a guide. But last month I ended up creating a couple, or this month still for me, I ended up creating a couple of different videos that were requiring me to read different books, so I definitely flexed the TBR. So today we're going to be doing my March Fictionary TBR. This is Fictionary. It is this lovely board here. We're going to be picking out what I'm going to be reading in March today with Fictionary. If you are new here, Fictionary is my board game TBR thing. It is based on Pictionary. There are 5 different categories. We have got people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book. If I land on any of these, I then have prompts under each of these categories to help me find a book. I need to redo these prompts. I know this. I just am procrastinating doing it. There's prompts that have been in there for quite a while, so there are some reoccurring ones. I have put the prompts back in that I used up last year, so we're kind of back to the start again, but I know I need to write more prompts. It's gonna happen. If I do not complete one of these prompts, if I don't pick a book within 1 minute, I have forfeit cards, which I have been using recently, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try and pick out 5 books for today's TBR, I think. Okay, roll number 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People and places. Forgot to say that I don't think there's any specific books I am trying to get on this TBR. Normally there's 1 or 2 that I'm trying to make sure get on it, but I don't think there are this time round. Maybe? I said this last time and I was wrong, but anyway. Roll number 1, people and places. Here is the prompt. Okay, LGBTQA plus rep. I have 1 minute to find that book. See, sometimes it helps to have books that I specifically want to be including on this because it gives me a little bit of direction when it comes to my picking. I don't have that today. Okay, right, there's 2 that immediately come to mind. Oh, that is overexposed. Excuse the mess behind me, we're just gonna pretend that's not there. So the first one is The 7 Moons of Marley Almeida, and I've also got The Disenchantment, so I think probably one of these 2. So I think it's going to be one of these 2. We've got The Disenchantment and we've got The 7 Moons of Marley Almeida. Now, I don't know which one to pick here. I'm kind of leaning towards The Disenchantment because this is a proof. It does come out in February, so I would like to read this soon because I think I'm probably not going to get to it by the time that it is actually out. Oh, is it set in Paris? I did not realise this. I could have done this for my reading books set in France video. Well, I would like to read this one. This is LGBT. It's following 2 women in 17th century Paris who are drawn into a volatile and mysterious affair of poisons after a bid to keep their passionate romance a secret results in deadly violence. So I think this one sounds really interesting. And then we've got The 7 Moons of Marley Almeida. Hang on. So this follows our main character who's a war photographer, gambler and closet gay, and he is woken up dead in what seems like a celestial visa office. And then he becomes a ghost and basically in the afterlife tries to contact the man and woman he loves the most and lead them to these hidden photos that will rock Sri Lanka. This one sounds so interesting. I really want to read this one soon as well. I don't know. I might just put them both on. You know, just make this bigger than it needs to be already. I'm gonna put them both on and then I can pick which one. I mean, as I said, these are just guidelines anyway, so they're both going on. Okay, roll number 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Difficult. Roll number 2 is difficult. We have got a book I know nothing about. Okay, a book I know nothing about. I feel like I tend to forget the blurbs of most books as soon as I've read them, and they only really stick in my head if it's something that I knew about in advance. So I'm probably best off picking a book I picked up on a whim, I would say. I don't know why I'm acting so calm about this. There's a time limit on when I have to pick this book. Hang on. Maybe this, The Book of Hidden Things. I don't want to read the blurb because then I know things about it. I know it's a book about books, but that is pretty much it. I have read the blurb and it's kind of fallen out of my brain. What else have I got? Also this, The Giant Dark, I don't really know too much about. The cover is very intriguing for this one. Why am I taking my time with this? I do not have the time. Okay, right, hang on. I can decide between one of these two. Once again, I come to you at a crossroad. So I have got The Book of Hidden Things and The Giant Dark. Now, I don't want to read the blurbs for either of these because that would defy the point. I'm leaning towards The Book of Hidden Things because that might tie in with a video that I have coming soon. The Giant Dark I know is a retelling, and that is it. I think I'm gonna go with The Book of Hidden Things because I think that will help me with a video that I have coming up, or that I will at least be filming in March. Okay, third roll, we've got two. 1, 2, People and Places again. Okay, roll number 3, People and Places. We have got Set in Another Country. I could have just had either of the ones that I was picking for the LGBTQA+ book, couldn't I? Why do I just stay in these rooms? I'm gonna go in a different room, hang on. Let's go to the shelves in my bedroom because I am crap at picking from these shelves, as I have said for many, many videos now. Okay, there's no clarity coming in here. Where's this book set? Let's have a look at this one. It doesn't say. I don't know if that's gonna be England or not. Let's have a look. Okay, that one doesn't say. I don't have the time for this. How long have I got? Oh no, mere seconds. Oh no, no. Oh, I don't know what to pick, I don't know what to pick. I've run out of time. I'm not very good at this anymore. Right, I ran out of time on that one because I was just taking too much of my time. I feel like I could have done that if I'd have stayed in here, but I wanted to try and go in a different room. And I think that was my downfall. If I'd have stayed in here, hang on, what would I have picked? I might have given something like Stone Blind a go if I had stayed in here, but I did not, so I have a forfeit card now. Okay, here is the forfeit card. Book on the same shelf as the last book I read. So the last book that I finished was Blood on the Tracks, which is for the taste testing manga video that I'm currently filming, which will be live by the time you're watching this. So that was the last one I finished, and now I haven't yet read My Hero Academia, which would probably be a good option for this video. Hang on, I've also got a couple of other graphic novels and mangas here as well, but I think I've read all of these now. Oh, I actually think I have. I've read all of those. That's satisfying. I haven't read this. I haven't read this, but I'm put off reading more Haruki Murakami after my experience with Norwegian Wood. I did not enjoy that. And I definitely haven't read House of Leaves, so I think it's probably going to be My Hero Academia. Okay, I'm going to go with My Hero Academia. This is the first volume in this manga series. I have been reading manga this month for a video. I'm really enjoying it, so I bought this one a couple of days ago actually, so this is probably a good one to get onto my TBR from that perspective as well. So that was quite a good prompt. There wasn't really much to pick from on that shelf, so it did kind of push me towards this one, but I think this was a good one to pick anyway. And if I'd have got the prompt of the last book that you bought, then it would have been this one, so this fits perfectly. Okay, roll number 4. 1. Appearance. Okay, here's the prompt for appearance. We have got maximalist cover. Right, I already have a bit of an idea what I want to go with for this one. Possibly Heart the Sun Warrior, because I have read Daughter of the Moon Goddess and I really enjoyed it. I will do this one as an audiobook. That's a very maximalist cover, very pretty. Look, this is the fairy edition, how stunning. So I think maybe this one. Okay, that was relatively easy. This is my prompt for maximalist cover. Really wanted to read this one. This ends the duology and I feel like that's very satisfying to do anyway, but also I really enjoyed the first book. Been meaning to get to this one and I'm going to do this as an audiobook. This is actually something I was hoping would be my next audiobook anyway after the one that I'm currently reading, so this fits perfectly. Okay, final roll. We have got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Title. Okay, for prompt number 5, the final prompt, we have got title. 4+ word title. Okay, let's go. Okay, 4+ words in the title. What have I got? What options have I got for this one? I think I might go into my office for this. Sorry, I feel like this has been such an overexposed vlog. It's a very white weather out today. Like the clouds are just very bright and white, which is annoying for filming. Okay, in my office. 4 words in the title. 4 words in the title. This has 4+ words in the title. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words in the title. This is a good pick. I am running out of time. I've also got The House at Phantom Park. So you've got a lot of my horror thriller books in here, so it's definitely a certain type of vibe. How to Kill Your Family. I think I might go for this one. I'm fancying this one. Okay, I'm gonna go for Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and Other Misfortunes, if you want to count those as word counts at the bottom too, which is 8 words, sorry, in the first part of the title, and then if you count the other parts, 11 words, so it's definitely well over 4. I'm intrigued by this one. I don't know much about this. I know that it's multiple different stories. I think 3? Is it 3 different stories in one? Yeah, 3 devastating, beautifully written horror stories from one of the genre's most cutting-edge voices. I really like horror as a genre. It's definitely something I've got really into in the last few years, so I'm excited for this one. This is the final book on my Fictionary TBR for March. So here's the stack. I've ended up with 6 books rather than 5, but that's my own doing, so I'm excited to try and get to some of these. I'm pretty confident these 3 in the middle will definitely be ones I get to. She says, look out for my March wrap up if you want to see if I actually do get through to them, but on the TBR we have The 7 Moons of Marley Almeida. This is by Shihan Karuna-Talika. We've also got The Disenchantment by Celia Bell, My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi, The Book of Hidden Things by Francesco Dimitri, Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sulin Tan, and Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and Other Misfortunes by Eric LaRocca. Quite a heavy stack, so I'm going to put it down. So that's my March Fictionary TBR. If you do ever want to play along, please let me know in the comments what it is that you pick for these prompts. Also, my patrons do get early access to these prompts, so if you ever want them early so you can plan your TBR before I post the video up, that is something you can find on my Patreon, link down below to all tiers. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you will be reading in March, what's on your TBR, what are your plans. You can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, including the videos in which I will be reading some of these books, and you can also find link down below my Patreon and my online shop. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.